Welcome and blessings, magical community. Welcome to my channel, Emerald Moon. I finally moved into my new place and settling in, and I've got to unpack my witchy room, which I get a whole room to myself. So I've unpacked my witchy room, and it's a work in progress. So as you can see, it's a overcast, wet day here, but I've noticed that my tree in the backyard has bloomed these bright yellow flowers. I'm not really sure what it is, but the flowers are just so beautiful when you look outside, and it really brings sunshine in through the window. And the wee birdies love it. Wee birdies. Must be channeling my ancestors there. Oh, and speaking of ancestors, we're coming up to Samhain, so I thought I would share my Samhain altar with you all. So let's take a look. And here is my altar that I've done for Samhain. So I'll go through some of the things that are on my altar that I'm using for Samhain. I probably won't go through everything, but just to give you a little look-see. So on this side of the altar, I've got my wooden pentacle, which is witch, and has a little pentacle charm on it. On this side I have this little scully here, and he's made out of clay, and my daughter made him. So he's sitting here. This is the bell I use for clearing space, and also calling in the energy of my ancestors. This is, let me see if I can get a better, angle on here. If you don't know what this is, you put incense on this, and I'll be using myrrh incense cones for Samhain. This twin owl I actually found when I was digging in the garden at an old house, and that's why they're quite old and worn. It was like under all this rubbish and everything, but I thought it was just a beautiful find. And yeah, the twin owls. I'm a Gemini, and I have twin energy, so I like the duality symbolism here. I have oh, that's just a bit of incense ash there. Anyway, so this is yes, it's a birthday candle. My uncle, who passed, one of his favorite tricks to play was to blow out the birthday candles as they were being lit. So I'm going to be doing that on Samhain for my uncle, because that was one of his favorite things and most memorable things about him. In the back here I have my raven wing. It's a whole wing. that I love using for quite dark, but you can see it's got shimmery greens in it, and oops, and it just feels so beautiful, and I love that raven energy. Samhain, it really goes with calling down the wisdom from on the other side of the veil, because ravens are said to bring messages from the other world. So on the front here, the deck I'll be using is the Pagan Tarot, which I haven't used before, but I've had a few vivid dreams of late, and I was being guided to use this deck. In my little, you can see two glittery skulls at the back here, because everybody needs some glitter in their life, a little bit of bling bling, yes. Oh, this is a mahogany jasper. My uncle's favorite wood was mahogany, and he was quite afflicted with depression while he was in this realm, so just wait for the car to go, noisy car to go past. And I have found that mahogany jasper is really, really fantastic for me with depression, so that's why that's on there. Also, now, what was I saying? Oh, that's right, back to my little offering dish here. So this side has quite a couple of different gum nuts, and also it has a shell, and this is a representative of my family is actually from the bush, from the country in northern New South Wales. So that's to honour us honour us bush folk. The shell back here is to represent where my family, when my ancestors first came to Australia. They actually came and settled along the coast, so that's representative of where it started in this country, on this land. And this is barley. So this is my offering to my ancestors. In winter, my family would often do lots of casseroles and stews, and there would quite often be, and soups, and there would quite often be barley in it. They were farmers and farmed the land, like I said, in northern New South Wales. But yes, barley is an offering and also a representation of the land that we worked, that my family worked. In this little, oh, bit close there. In this little vessel is, I have a little mixture of, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, yes, you can. Whoops. you can see there that it's got some liquid inside, and that is seawater from where my ancestors came from that first arrived in Australia. So yes, that has the seawater from there, and it also has a few different oils in it. So that's charging, and I'm going to use this because, as I said, I've had a few different I've had quite a few different vivid dreams of late, and I will be scrying with this water for Samhain. At the back here is just a little it's just a little mirror with a candle holder in it, and the message is: a family is a link to the past and a bridge to our future. And I honor my ancestors during Samhain, so that really spoke to me. And I haven't lit anything up. That will be when I do my ritual. I've got another skull back here, which is it's candle skull, and I've got a rosemary smudge stick, cleansing stick, smoke stick, or whatever you want to call it, here in my little wee cauldron. What's with this wee thing? Channeling ancestors. On the front here, I've got a lapis stone, a obsidian, which I just, yes, an obsidian stone, which I just got the other night from one of my favorite places, and I'm sure many people know of it, called Eclectica. I have a tourmaline, clear quartz, and back here is, and back here is, if it will focus, no, you're not going to focus, you like the front one. Oh, I thought I had it there for a minute. I think it's picking up too much on the clear quartz there, but anyway, in the back there is an amethyst, another black candle, and my bling skull, because everybody needs bling. Everybody needs sparklies. Everybody needs sparklies. Okay, so that's it for the front, and on the back you can see another amethyst here. This shell is from another beach where my whole entire family, my aunts and uncles and cousins and grandmother and the whole kit and caboodle of my family on my mother's side would all go. We would go every holidays to the beach in northern New South Wales, and that's where I got that shell from. And I don't know if you can see this one up here. It's a little mother of pearl shell up there. And on my wreath I have these feathers here, which my daughter collected for me from Toowoomba, and these are all chicken feathers. I have a little purse here, and I love this fabric here. It's almost illuminated, like it reminds me of the moon. And that's got some herbs in it. And then on top right on top up here. And I'm going to be using this for my water scrying that I'm going to do for Samhain with the Dark Goddess. And just on either side are some beautiful, beautiful peacock feathers. Don't these look like eyes? Mwah. Yes, so that's that is my Samhain Altar tour for you today. And that's it, my lovelies. Blessed Samhain. And I hope you enjoyed this video.